Good time of day, guys! My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry console arcs. Last episode, we started the console version of Hirukowashi, which is almost the exact same thing so far, just with different characters. Hanyu isn't around, and presumably won't show up. So Rika took her role, but with Rika's role open, Satoko took her role, so with Satoko's role open, Shion took her role. Other than that, it's the same, which is disappointing so far, because this is a concept that you could do a lot with and not have it be creepy, but oh well, first person on the agenda is still Tomitake, so whatever, I guess we'll read. I just hope it's different somewhere down the line and isn't just different characters saying things that they wouldn't normally say because they're lines intended for different characters, whatever. And so, when we made it to the shrine, cliches are wonderful. The typical scene of carnage everyone was expecting had come to fruition. A CG, even. Okay. Oh my. I should have expected no less, Jiro-san. She wasn't even upset at this point, and Tomitake wasn't like this at this point. Also, why is Tomitake drawn like this? Look at his fucking arms. Whatever. You sure are popular with children. Since when were you such a celebrity, You've got it all wrong. This has to be some kind of mistake. Rena-chan, don't cling to me like that!
Hey, Tomitake-san, can you teach Rena about all the things you can do with cameras? Can you teach her?
Well, I mean, the way of the camera is long and treacherous, but it's definitely worth traveling. I'm happy you're showing an interest in it, Rena-chan. Oh, well, don't mind me then. After all, Jiro-san is a very, very kind-hearted veteran cameraman. He'd be nice and teach just about any interested girl. Not only me, isn't that right?
That kind, gentle part of you, Tomitake-san? Rena loves it. I wonder if you could teach me about cameras and about many other things, too. Many other things.
This is literally the exact same. Do I want to read literally the exact same dialogue a second time? No, not really. So let's just slowly skip through until we see something different, I guess. Because this was already the worst part of Hirukowashi anyways. But, whatever. So, how's your day going, guys? My day is fine. Yeah, you can do something different, game. Did you know that? Poking this arc with a stick and asking it to do something different. I guess it really just doesn't want to. They haven't even had, like, the different lines from Satoko or Rika or anyone. Though this is the same bit with the trap, I guess. Or, no? Why was there a siren? Okay, yeah, pepper rockets. Yeah, it's just the same so far still. And is the magatama gonna end up with Takano? I'm sorry that I'm skipping through it, but it's literally the same fucking thing. Just with different characters saying different lines and vaguely readapting them. NordVPN pop-up, go away. I don't need you on right now. Wait, no, it probably is on still, actually. Alright, so that chapter was literally the exact same, just with Shion there. Great. How much does it really even matter that she's here? Like, just to hide Hanyu? So is this gonna be the same thing too? And Keiichi's gonna say his whole spiel about Toho again or whatever? This is probably gonna be a short fucking episode if I have to skip through most of the rest of the arc. I refuse to hold down control, because this is more controlled, you know? Get it? It's less control, but more control. Oh, another CG, and Satogo's dead. Did we really need CGs for these fucking creepy-ass moments? Remember what I was saying last episode about maybe they thought it'd be weird? It was weird that Rena was falling in love with adults because of the magatama, so they readapted it to work with the club members instead, because at least they're her own age. No, they went the opposite direction and made it worse by making CGs for these fucking moments. Christ. Oh well. BB moment again. Are we gonna get anything different? Like, at all, ever, eventually, anywhere? Alright, so Keiichi's gonna have his fucking moment, isn't he? Yeah. Alright, now I'm gonna hold down control because he's doing his thing. Okay, is it... Same thing. We're through Keiichi's spiel. I mean, the spiel was funny, but I don't want to read it a second time. Alright, where are we now? Is it gonna be different? Ever? At all? No, we have Takano again. Yeah, she still dropped it. Great. So are we gonna have the scene in front of the house again? Whoever's house it is. I guess it's just a road, right? But there's just a house in the background. I hope there's not alternate versions of other arcs. Yeah, same conversation, talking about the magatama. She still gets some shit beaten out of her. So they're setting up for the same thing with Ooishi, I guess. Is this at all a different arc, or is it just because Shion... Wait, did she make a fucking JoJo reference? Okay, they changed the line just to make her make a JoJo reference. Okay. Great. They just added that in, similar to the political spiel, I guess. Which I guess that was funny, but, like, still. Okay, is it gonna be different now? Now that we're on to the third person and there's more room in the narrative to give it to any other rando? Instead of Ooishi, because I do not want to read the mahjong scene again. Okay, still the phone call. It's gonna be Rena's dad still. Yep. Same deal. So they're still gonna go to her house and they're gonna go in her room and there's gonna be books about someone else, right? Okay, books. Might be different now. Hardcover books of some sort? Did she borrow these from the library? Let's see. Modern, it is different. It's fucking eerie, Well, okay, great. Well, different fucking scene. At least I can read now. You know, the point of this is to read. So, yeah. Welcome back, guys. This is where the episode really should have started, but I don't care. 12 minutes of my despair. Let's see. Modern maid theory. The way of the maid is not walked in a day. What is beautiful service? What the? They're all books about maids? What the heck? Where would Irie even be at this time of night? I mean, I guess he would still be at the clinic, right? Does he have a house? Does he just sleep in the clinic? Yep, straight to the clinic. Alright, with that... Oh, goodness, with that. Today's work is finally complete. Ah, good grief. And I just know they're gonna make him not at all be normal about it. Tap, tap, tap. Anyway, today has been quite a difficult day. All the other doctors and nurses needed to take time off for personal reasons. Well, one saving grace is that there weren't too many patients today. Masamichi-san was taking care of his mother, Yamaguchi-san had a marriage meeting today, and Takano-san, well, sometimes she needs to stretch her wings. Yet I can't say that couple was anything I could have expected. Goodness gracious. Sheesh, human relationships can be so mysterious. I wonder if an opportunity like that will come for me someday. Horrible foreshadowing. Anyway, I shouldn't be greedy. As long as she has the knowledge and characteristics of a maid, the bare minimum required skills of cooking, laundry, and cleaning, then looks don't matter. Of course, if she's cute, that's a super duper welcome bonus. And if she's even under the age of 20, I'd have to believe it was a blessing of God. How old is Irie? I know Irie's not that old, but Irie, come on, man. Someone's gotta kill you now, okay? I know you say a bunch of weird things in the actual visual novel, but there's plausible deniability with all that. So, what, is this just character assassination now? As if it wasn't already for Tomitake and Takano? Christ. Even if it were a strictly financial relationship. But if there's even love on top of that, it would be most supreme! And in the 1 in a million chance she had all 3 of the major attributes, spoiled child, tsundere, and surprisingly homely, then I could fight against the whole world for her! Of course, let's also consider yandere for a bit. Of course he would. Of course he fucking would. That added in under the right conditions would be a flawless victory! Pop. Yes, to have a person like that, standing by my side as I rest after a long day of work like today. And then gently setting a cup of Earl Grey tea down on my desk. Well, Darjeeling or instant would be fine too, but for the sake of establishing the mood, let's just assume it's Earl Grey. Then the faint sound of a clattering teacup would cause me to open my eyes and look back, and then, you worked so hard again today. The taste may be nothing special, but please do enjoy it, master. Just a hint of embarrassment on her cheeks as she holds out the round tray in both hands and smiles at me. In that moment, if she shyly hid the bottom of her face with the tray, it would be so powerful. I needn't say anything more. And then I'd respond, wow, thanks as always. How could anything you made for me not be delicious? Yes, it's lovely. It's healing all my fatigue of the day. And then with a slightly cool, is that a word? Cool, whatever. Oh, he's being weird, okay. I mean, a slightly cool smile, and with a look on her face that evokes blooming flowers, she'll respond, I'm glad. Yes, what a delightful day that would be. My heart will be scrambled by fiery heat to maximum beat. To overcome the huge barrier and the large status and age difference between us. Buddy. The two of us would take off in a dazzling frenzy, the bullfight of love. Yes, great, fantastic! With this love behind me, even facing the great king of terror, Engelmois, from the prophecy of Nostradamus would be nothing! Pop, pop. I mustn't do this. Apparently, I'm still a bit fatigued. And why am I making such a commotion in a vacant clinic in the middle of the night? But how joyous a day it would be if that dream ever came to fruition. And if that maid could be Satoko-chan, for example, it would be such a super lucky strike. Maybe we need to tape him to the wall of a prison cell. Well, the original playboy, Hikaru Genji, is said to have taken 5 years to turn Lady Murasaki into his bride, so I ought to follow in the footsteps of my predecessors. I've already been acquainted with her for almost 3 years now, so just 2 more years and...
Here you go, coach.
Okay. He couldn't help but be shocked. Without warning, a cup clattered as it was sat down on his desk. He smelled the aroma of tea as he turned around to find Rena standing there. What's more, she was silently smiling, in quotes, here in this silent clinic late at night. How frightening. Too frightening. Is something the matter, Ryugu-san? How long have you been there anyway?
Huh? Right around the time you said you worked so hard again today and started going into a monologue, I think.
Eep! The joyful delusions of a moment ago were blown away in one fell swoop, as aristocratic bachelor age undisclosed. Y'all. Mion better shoot this man. I know it's just a BB gun, but still. Kyosuke Irie was beaten down to despair as deep as the Mariana Trench. Because if what Rena said was true, then she'd heard his wild fantasies almost in their entirety. And of all people to hear it, it had to be Satoko's friend Rena Ryugu. Naturally, it was easy to imagine that the explosive, full-blown delusional story he just uttered would reach Satoko's ears come tomorrow, and the result would be...
Coach! I can't believe you had such obscene desires for me. You're despicable. I was wrong about you. Please, I don't want to see your face ever again.
At least he knows he's creepy. It's not like that. It's not like that, Satoko-chan! I mean, Ryugu-san! That story you heard just now was just something I blurted out because I was tired. It's a recreational activity, a means of getting a little stress relief. I swear, by heaven and earth, that I do not hold such insolent desires every day. So,
Hey, Coach.
Yes?
Your tea is getting cold, so please, have some while it's still warm.
Huh? Oh, of course. Thank you for the tea. For a moment, he wondered if it might be laced with some anesthetic, as he grabbed the cup and cautiously took a sip. The distinct floral aroma of Earl Grey tickled his nose, and the faintly sour taste caressed his tongue. Is that tea even any good? I don't think I've heard of that. It's just the name of some fucking man. Like, some dude in England came up with that, and his name was Earl Grey.
How is it?
Oh my, isn't that delicious? Ah, yes, Ryugu-san, you're quite good at brewing tea. To tell the truth, she didn't have time to taste it herself. But Rena smiled in glee as soon as she heard that. If she ran out the door at her house immediately, where did she make the tea?
I'm glad. Hey, Coach?
Yes, what is it? Whether it was an effect of the tea or his dignity as an adult, he'd calmed down a bit and drank the tea while maintaining his composure. With cold sweat on his back, he turned his swivel chair around toward Rena. Rena turned her gaze down and her eyes wandered for a while, like she was hesitating. But eventually, she looked up like she'd made up her mind. Weird sentence. Her eyes moist as she spoke up.
Would Rena be no good?
Huh?
Couldn't Rena be your ideal maid? Could I not serve as your maid, Coach?
That's not me reading the line. That's just me laughing in pity for whoever had to fucking write this nonsense. An artistic spatter of tea danced around the clinic, in a manner that couldn't be repeated even if he tried. Ryugu-san, what are you saying all of a sudden?
Coach, I'm well aware of the depth of your feelings for Satoko-chan, but when it comes to feelings for you, Rena won't lose to anyone. So please, let me be your dedicated maid.
Hold on a minute, Ryugu-san. If this is a joke, there's a better time and place to...
This is no joke. These are Rena's true feelings, Master.
Master? I swear. That noise was him getting cooked in an oven. He came out and he's dead. He's dead. Kashing, like a bolt of lightning, a shiver ran down from the top of his head down to his toes. His whole body stiffened like he was frozen in place. And then... Ryugu-san. Oh my, I too thought I'd reached a certain stage in maidcraft, and took pride in it. Yet, that was but an illusion. It was so terribly conceited of me. In my hubris, I didn't realize my place.
Huh?
Drip, drip. With profusely streaming tears demonstrating his intensely burning pain, he shook his fist and roared toward the heavens. Master, that has such a sweet sound to it! It's not at all how I pictured it in my imagination. It's far too different. Yes, sweetness like the song of the sirens that bewitch sailors. Beauty like the snow fairy beckoning mountaineers into a trance in a snowy mountain blizzard. In the face of that one word, thousands, tens of thousands of words would not be enough to adequately describe it. They say seeing is believing, but the world I knew was too small, far too small. I was truly nothing but a frog in a well. In that last roar, he was no longer even speaking words. But why were both of his examples monsters? Both of those creatures are quick to kill their targets.
So, would you like Rena to be your maid?
Huh? Well,
Please! I'll give it my all at cooking, laundry, cleaning, everything! I can't yet do things without explicit instructions from you, but I'm sure someday I'll become a super maid who can understand your intentions based on just a snap of your fingers. So, please, let me serve you, Master.
So. Who wants to create the ability to go to fictional alternate dimensions so we can beat the shit out of this guy? Of course this was extreme, but he was trying to exercise some control as an adult. Good. Good. Be responsible, Irie. You are an esteemed doctor. You are an esteemed doctor, and I am inventing the ability to go to fictional universes as we speak. Not necessarily just to beat you up, though. I have other plans that the haters must not know about. Because they will sabotage me. But with just a slight tilt of Rena's head, her cheeks slightly tinted with embarrassment, peeking up at him from below and smiling from such a close distance. It was as if his reason as an adult was held together by something as thin as a spider's thread. In that moment, snap, it was cut. God damn it. Alright, change of plans. We're not going to Star Rail for reasons. We're going to Higurashi, guys. Get the baseball bats. Very well, Ryugu-san. I'm a man after all. Let me show you the strength of my resolve. Who cares about age caps? Who cares about the law? Someone please hang this man. Those things will change with the times. Yeah, they have. That's where age of consent came from, you fucking weirdo. Those are the armchair theories that will one day be done away with. I, Kyosuke Irie, dare to wave the anti-establishment flag and make the whole world my enemy! Yeah, anti-establishment is totally child marriage. Irie would love... How many of the states in America have child marriage legalized? I don't remember.
Thank you very much, Master.
But, Ryugu-san, even so, the way of the maid is a very harsh world. It's full of never-ending pain and hardship. And as soon as you step into that world, you'll be cut off from the earthly life you've been living before. Are you prepared for that? Don't you have any lingering regrets about leaving behind the people close to you?
No, I don't.
Great.
If it's for my master's sake, come hell and high water, I'd cross it all with a smile on my face.
Oh! Well said, well said! There is nothing left for me to teach you. No, you didn't teach her anything in the first place. Oh, the narrator's gotten here. Alright then, let's hurry and choose an outfit for you from my collection. Your collection? I've amassed a collection of various sizes from small to XL just in case of a situation like this. My secret treasures. Hold up! Hey, Keiichi. So did they call Ooishi ahead of time? It'd be so fucking funny if he showed up. Just then, we club member arrived. Oh my fucking god, this arc is pathetic. Alright, she hasn't gotten changed into a maid outfit yet. Now's our chance. What are all of you doing here? Some sudden onset of illness this late at night?
If anyone here is sick, it's you, Coach! Just what on earth were you trying to get Renaissance to do?
Satoko-chan, this is a misunderstanding. I swear, by heaven and earth, I would never coerce a girl into something so disgraceful. Hearing you say that with a maid outfit in hand and staring down your nose at her, it's not convincing at all. Rika-chama, please contact the police. Report it as a kidnapping or something. Isn't sexual harassment against the law still? Whatever. And before that, I'll get Rena away from him. Coach, brace yourself!
Huh? Don't do terrible things to my master.
Mion carelessly approached, but Rena's punches took her down in a flash. Sis, even after all the hits you took this afternoon and evening, you still haven't learned your lesson? This is going to keep happening if you step in unprepared. Sorry, this old man got careless. Anyway, Rena is pretty amazing. What are we fucking... Why are we drip feeding this fucking line into this now? This has nothing to do with the mahjong thing was a lot more wholesome. This is fucking weird. You haven't even asked for the magatama. Like, anyway, Rena is pretty amazing. She can really do anything for the person she loves. First photography, then Yuri, now maids. Okay, Ichi. It's seriously terrifying. The word impossible isn't in her cute mode's dictionary. Even during club, none of us have as many ups and downs as she does. This doesn't work, because this is nowhere near as impressive as her learning mahjong in one night to be able to compete with, not necessarily pros, but regulars.
You're right. Her results after she's exploded and when she hasn't are strikingly different.
No, this makes no sense! Why are you putting this here?
Anyway, once we've coached to the police. More importantly, Rika-chama, we have it this time, right? Me, there's no doubt. Irie is carrying it right now.
What's that, Rika-san? I have something?
Irie, please answer me honestly. Did you happen to pick up a white magatama in Hinamizawa? Or rather, a white keyring with a seal on it?
Huh? Oh, yes, I believe I did. I remember. I figured I'd bring it to the police, but I forgot. If I don't bring it there, that'd be misappropriation, you know. Why are we keeping this line too?
That belongs to Rika! Please return it at once!
That's right. That magatama is the reason Rena's acting like this. We'll turn her back to normal, so please give it back. Ah, you idiot, what are you? What? Oh my fucking god. Rika's on the phone. Can it... That's okay. This CG's funny. I mean, whatever about Irie, I don't care. This isn't as creepy as the other two, but that one... Great. Yes, I see. So that's how it was. Even though I was so sure I'd met my ideal woman, child. She is 13. Awakened to the wonders of being a maid, deluded by mystical artifacts. So Rena-san will go home if I give you back this keyring. Is that what you're saying? No, that won't do! For the sake of... Where did he get the sunglasses anyways? Oh, no, wait, he's assuming the... Shut up. For the sake of my inner self, I need Rena-san's help to make the world of maids a reality. Just a little longer. Even if it takes just a century, I don't mind. Please, allow me to bear witness to this wonderful dream!
How can anything take just a century?
Yeah, you wonder, huh?
Everyone in here would be in our graves by then. With the tilde, so it's funny, I don't know.
Please, coach! This isn't Rena's true intent, she's being manipulated. Just play along, give us that fur seal you picked up and let Rena go. Mayabara-san. Even if her words were false, Ryugu-san swore an oath to serve as my maid. That is a binding contract, you could say. In other words, the only way that condition can be overturned is if Rena-san herself declares it so. This guy is such a pain. The way he's getting carried away and saying all these words I've never heard before. I'm about to faint.
Rika! What are you doing? Hello, police? Please connect me to Ooishi. Oh, this is Ooishi? There's a pitiful man here who's been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. He's beyond saving, so please arrest him immediately. Meep? Meep!
The call suddenly cut off. And when Rika-chan looked up, she was stunned, dumbfounded by the sight before her. Rena cut the phone cord? There stood Rena, grinning, having just cut the phone cord with a huge pair of scissors. A huge pair? Where'd you get them?
No way! No way! I would never let the police take my master.
Wait, you just cut the phone line. Won't that make work difficult for everyone at the clinic tomorrow? Coach, is that really okay? Yes, of course, I don't mind. I'm willing to toss my title and my livelihood down the drain if that's what it takes to make an ideal maid my own. Mayabara-san, a man's life is about romance. If all you care about is eating your daily bread, then what's even the point of being born into this world? So don't they have, like, a very obvious strategy right now of just having, you know, Rika run off and, get a phone while the rest of them deal with Irie? Because Rena can't be in 2 places at once. And I don't think Irie can fight off 4 teenagers. Especially Mion. Like, he wouldn't even be able to fight off just Mion. They either take the white Magatama, well, because Rena goes after Rika, or Rika calls the police while Rena stays there. Actually, no, wait, that wouldn't work. Because Rena would be able to defeat the police. Shit. Whatever.
Sounds like a cool thing to say, but this guy is the epitome of a no-good adult.
Persona 5 moment. We can't let you do that! Rena asked us to save her! And I promised to save Rena! Give her back right now! It's a contest then, Mayabara-san. What? Well, just like how you all settle differences with your classroom club games, let's settle this here by your club rules. That's stupid. Whatever. Although, it's already so late at night. I'm sure all your parents will be worried if I keep you here any longer. Thus, let us meet tomorrow in front of the Okinomiya Elementary School grounds at 1 p.m. Got it? Sure! Wait, why are we agreeing to this? But wait, why there? We're gonna leave Rena in love with him for that much longer? Is it not implied the love gets stronger over time? What the fuck?
Huh? Wait, no way. Could it be?
He wants to play baseball? So we're still doing a fucking competition for it? Is it not implied that Rena's love gets stronger the longer they have the white Magatama, which means she gets stronger too? I mean, the power scaling implications will be fantastic, but this is a dreadful thing to agree to, you fucking idiots. The next day, Saturday, Coach was waiting for us there, along with the Hinamizawa Fighters and the Okinomiya Titans. In other words, this was a baseball field! How long has this been here? It's not like we've been here before. And what's more, today was apparently joint practice day for both teams. Oh, I knew it. I figured it might be the case since he deliberately waited overnight and specified this location.
Unbelievable, why'd we agree to it? I wish he'd just stop this nonsense and hand it over so we can resolve this already. This is such a roundabout way of doing things. Why didn't I just call the police? Why are we all stupid?
No, it's not like that at all. In this contest, I'm putting the ambitions I always envisioned at stake. Whether it gets fulfilled or I have to give in, I must demonstrate the strength of my feelings to you all who stand before me. Okay, I get it. Sheesh. Incidentally, Rena fought back when we tried bringing her home afterwards. So after the scuffle, we gave her some of Coach's special sleeping pills. And she was now sleeping soundly. She shouldn't wake up until close to this evening. Plot hole. No fucking way you got her to take sleeping pills. If you can't even get past her on a narrow forest path, there's no way you're forcing her to take a pill. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? Normally that would have left her absent from school, but today is a holiday for teachers. Oh, lovely. And that's why all of us can head to Okinomiya early in the morning without any hesitation. I love plot contrivances. All of us? Hey, Shion, I thought your school wasn't closed today.
Huh? Oh, really? Is that so?
Well, whatever. Seems like she skipped yesterday, too. So let's not pry too deep into it. I'm here for a plot contrivance. Anyway, let's settle this already and get that Magatama back. Alright, Coach, what's the game? We'll take you at anything. Bring it on. Are you fucking stupid? This is a baseball field. It's quite simple. We'll settle it right here in a home run derby.
Home run derby?
Yes! You may select power hitters from the Hinamizawa Fighters, and the contest will be decided by how many home runs our representatives hit out of 10 at-bats. Okay, so it's not just a baseball game. And if there's a tie after 10 at-bats, we'll go into sudden death until one team pulls ahead. So, how about it? Do you accept the terms? Yeah, fantastic. By the way, we're allowed to choose the pitcher we use against the opposing batter, right? That should be fine. Alright then, the representative of the Hinamizawa Fighters will be... Oh, Christ.
Hello, hello! Rena Ryugu, present!
Huh? Huh? He's even confused. So she can... So her love got so strong that drugs no longer work on her. Great. Hold on, Rena! Weren't you knocked out on sleeping pills? When I looked at Coach, he seemed just as surprised. So that means he didn't intend for this to happen? Ryugu-san, how did you wake up? That should have been a large enough dose of sleeping pills to put an elephant under for an entire day?
Hold on, Coach. That's definitely a lethal dose for a human, isn't it?
Oh, great.
That's the power of love, Master. If anyone even thinks of breaking the bond between Rena and her master, I'll beat them to death with this bat.
Love, Master? That's my super maid, master of the ways of maidcraft? Then, Ryugu-san, I'll leave everything to you. Please, take them down.
Understood.
Hey, don't just go deciding things on a whim, Coach. I mean, Rena isn't even a member of the Hinamizawa Fighters, is she? The team members behind me stroking their arms were all clearly sulking. Sure hope this won't be a problem next time I lead them.
Oh no, Keiichi-san! Look, Rena-san used to help out the fighters from time to time, and she was even more of a power slugger than Mion-san, you know? Any run-of-the-mill pitcher would be calling for a substitute.
Don't worry, Satoko. I thought this might happen, so yesterday I called in one of my strongest helpers. Is it him? Come on, you're up, Kameda-kun! It is.
I've been waiting for you to holler, Kay!
Great, this fucking guy. Here he is, this fucking guy. And then stepping onto the scene and standing firm was the Koshian class ace pitcher Kameda-kun. He's usually a hot-blooded idiot who loves sweets, but in uniform he's a completely different person. A total wizard. His full-power fastballs are impossible to hit, even for Rena. Please, Kameda-kun, lend us that iron arm of yours for the rest of the day. Don't treat me like a stranger, Kay. We're comrades who dug into jumbo parfaits together. We're sworn friends, brothers even. I am always willing to rush to your side at times like these, Kay. All right! I thought you'd say that, pal. Then we gave each other a firm handshake of passionate friendship. Mion and the others behind us were staring at us with cold white eyes, but I dared to ignore them in the moment. Which means, Rena, your opponent here is Kameda-kun. Even you are no match for him. Magatama Rena, though. She can annihilate Kameda. Are you kidding?
Keiichi-kun, you're too soft, too soft. Rena has been waking up early in the mornings to read biographies of major leaguers, just in case something like this might happen. Don't go thinking this will be easy and things will go exact how you expect, alright?
Is she implying that she just does that normally? What mornings? It wouldn't just be today.
Mion-san, does reading biographies of baseball players actually do anything to improve your baseball skills?
Who knows? This old man doesn't think those things are all that related, though. But this is Rena, so...
I'm sure this is like the misconception viewers have that watching fighting movies makes you stronger.
At any rate, the representative of Coach's team, which you can't really call the Hinamizawa Fighters, is Rena, and the pitcher going against her is Kameda-kun. Meanwhile, the representative of the club members team will be me, Keiichi Mayabara. And the pitcher facing off against me will be... Hey, to keep things neutral here, how about I also pitch to Keiichi Mayabara? Oh? You do that for me, Kameda-kun? Sorry, then let's do the... Kameda! Ah!
Kameda-kun, Keiichi-kun, no cheating, alright? You two aren't scheming anything, are you?
we're not scheming anything.
That's a lie! I know how close the two of you are, alright. So, Kamina-kun, I'm sure you're planning to go easy on Keiichi-kun when you're pitching to him. Wasn't that your plan? I'm not mistaken, am I? Am I?
I was...
So, Keiichi-kun, when you're at bat, Rena will be the one pitching. But don't worry, it'll be alright. It's not like I'd aim for your head or anything.
Right. The scary thing is, you can't tell if she's joking or not. Okay, the police finally showed up for Irie. No, that was just a... Why would you use that noise then? What the fuck? Meanwhile, the first at-bat was about to begin. Rena was at the plate and Kamina-kun was on the mound. Alright, let us begin! As coach of the Hinamizawa Fighters, I, Kyosuke Irie, will serve as the umpire. Balls don't count, so pitchers, please keep your pitches in the strike zone. And everyone else from both teams, you're in charge of retrieving the balls from the outfield. Okay. Sorry for getting you all involved in this stupid showdown right before you were supposed to have a game together. Some of the kids even muttered, maybe I should go home today. Can't believe that I, Kameda-sama, am playing a serious match against a girl. Let me tell ya, my fastballs are pretty darn fast, alright? If you want to throw in the towel, now's the time.
The weaker the dog, the harder they bark. Whatever, bring it on, parfait man.
Then take this! Kameda-kun's fastball came in on Rena's inside corner, but... Crack. Rena took a full swing at Kameda-kun's fastball, easily made contact, and it went flying beyond the home run line, far off in the distance. Incredible? No way! Even in the regional qualifiers, nobody's ever managed to hit one of my full-speed straight pitches!
Alright, with that, Rena claims the first point of the game. Okay, you're up next, Keiichi-kun. Step up to the batter's box.
Yeah. I faced Rena as she quickly strode to the pitcher's mound, then entered the batter's box and readied my bat. So they're gonna get washed, right?
Let's go.
Rena slowly raised her leg from the pitcher's set position, and then from her shoulder to her elbow to her wrist, she tossed the ball in a thoroughly efficient maneuver. Coming down the center, a little low. So fast? I felt lost, but I somehow managed to put strength into my grip, and then... Why is there a fucking choice? Oh, I'm gonna kill you! Don't tell me there's different endings to the shit, too! Ah! Whatever. Watch carefully, use discretion. Ping. Foul! My bat just slightly grazed Rena's ball, and it rolled into the foul zone on the first base size.
That was so close. Rena starts things off with a 1-point lead.
Wait, fouls count as a no? I guess that makes sense. Ugh. Even if I was being careless, a mishit was such a failure. Kei-chan! Come on, keep it together. Mion and the others must have been worried and came to check on me. It's not over yet. That was only the first at bat. As long as Rena misses the next pitch and I'm able to land a hit. Crack. What? Rena's batted ball once again shot deep over the outfield. Another home run. Up on the pitcher's mound, Kameda-kun's shoulders slumped dejectedly. Just looking at him, it was clear he didn't cut any corners or get careless on that last pitch.
Alright, your turn, Keiichi-kun.
Right. I faced Rena up on the mound, then held up my bat with my strength in it.
Take that!
Okay. Hooking toward the inside corner, low near the middle. I judged the timing and then... Why are there two? Swing with all my might. Smack! Strike! Again, Rena's pitch managed to slip past my swing and landed in the catcher's mitt behind me. I don't think these choices matter. Rats, the timing wasn't right at all. Come on, Kei-chan, what are you doing? Ugh. I thought I had nailed it perfectly, so what gives?
It couldn't be. You saw it too, Rika? I knew it, no doubt about it.
Satoko seemed to have sensed something and walked up to me, and then...
Keiichi-san, please pay close attention. That pitch Rena-san just threw was a slider.
A slider? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's a breaking ball that travels at nearly the same speed as a fastball before bending away from the batter. In some ways, it's even harder to hit than a curveball, a magic pitch that the pros use.
What? How is Rena able to throw pitches like that? Well, isn't it because she read those biographies of great pitchers in history? What the? There's no way pro baseball players would be raking into huge salaries they get if that was all it took to learn magic pitches.
But she really is throwing them, though. I'd like to say I expected as much from Rena-san, but honestly, I was surprised too. No matter how powerful that magatama may be, Rena is amazing for being able to throw a magic pitch for the sake of the person she loves.
Yeah, sure. True. As we were talking, Rena began her third at bat. Kamada-kun was halfway teary-eyed as he threw the third pitch. And then... crack. The ball was again batted at an arc, sending it soaring high into the bright blue sky. But fortunately, or perhaps unfortunately, the trajectory sent it beyond the foul line, so it was declared a foul ball.
Though, judging it by distance alone, that hit was good even for a pinch hitter.
I shuddered, once again reminded that I'm up against one hell of an opponent.
Guess I hit that one a little too strong. Alright, Keiichi-kun, come up for your third at bat. Are you prepared for this?
The power difference between us was on full display as I stepped up to the plate. Is this next one going to be a breaking ball or a straight shot? Damn it. Worrying about all these additional pitch options, I can't stay focused.
Take that!
Rena's pitch was coming in the outside corner, just barely within hitting range. Why? Take a chance? Crack! Whoa! Alright! The pitch was skillfully hit back and was now coasting straight toward the home run zone on the right. However...
so close!
The ball dropped just a few just a few dozen centimeters too soon. But it seems like I got the timing right, so I should be ready for the next one. Alright! I was expecting Rena to feel threatened by that, but she had a smile full of pity on her face as she slipped off her glove and grabbed the bat, then spoke up.
I'm a little disappointed, Keiichi-kun. Rena even went to the trouble of holding back to make it a more interesting game.
What?
Keiichi-san, that was a fastball, and it was very precisely aimed.
Satoko seemed like she was struggling to speak as she commended Rena. Shit. Did my confusion about if it was going to be a breaking ball or a fastball prevent me from getting enough distance?
If you can't catch up now, the results are plain to see. And you better prepare yourself, because I'm going all out next time, alright?
Oh no. Sad to say, but right now there's just too much of a power gap between Rena and me. Damn it! Satoko, what should we do? Do you know how to hit a slider?
I've only read about it in books. I've never even played against someone who could throw a breaking ball like that in the first place. How on earth can we... Oh!
Just then, Satoko clapped her hands together like she just had an epiphany.
Keiichi-san, would you please allow me to handle the next at-bat? I have a most wonderful idea!
Why are there so many choices? This is so stupid! Leave it to Satoko. Alright, I'll leave it to you, Satoko. Oh, but are we allowed to switch hitters in the middle of the game? I felt a little anxious about it, so I ran the suggestion by Coach and Rena. But since they were in such a strong lead, they gave the okay immediately. Yes, of course it's okay. To have Ryugu-san and Satoko-chan fighting over my exclusive maid position. Truly a sad, lamentable showdown. But this is a tragedy born from my own charm. I hate myself. I hate so much that I can't stop these two beautiful girls from being attracted to me.
Actually, I feel like I'm going to have a seizure just looking at you. Perhaps I should just wallop him and take the problem out from the source? The stronger the foe, the greater the value in victory. No matter what you're planning, I don't mind. In the end, Rena and Master will be the ones to come out victorious after all. Oh, be cocky while you still can. Now, gaze upon my true power.
Crack. Ridiculous! This time, Kamada-kun fell to his knees and collapsed right there on the mound. Rena's third hit of the day arched towards center field and then disappeared. Isn't it the fourth one? Whatever. Satoko!
Please trust me on this. Because for now, our top priority is to win back at least 1 point.
And then Satoko stepped up to the plate.
Satoko-chan, are you prepared? Rena won't show any mercy. Not even for you, alright?
Isn't this also how they did the whole baseball thing in Tatari Garoshi? Like, they were having trouble and then Satoko fucking walloped them?
Yes, of course. The stronger the foe, the more I'm itching to put my skills to use. You've got a lot of nerve. Alright then, let's go. Oh, by the way, Rena-san, be mindful of the tells your pitching arm makes when you're throwing a slider. Huh?
Rena was already in the middle of setting up her throw, but that one comment from Satoko had her eyes open wide in bewilderment. But it was too late to change her course, so she released the ball in a visibly clumsy throw and... They're reusing the CG even, I was right.
Piece of cake.
Crack. Naturally, Satoko wasn't about to overlook a careless misthrown pitch and swung her back. Back? Bat. The bat. What the fuck? I don't have dyslexia, do I? I'd fuck up words a lot more. The ball vigorously arced upward and soared high in the sky, then disappeared in the direction of left field. Or, you know, space. Alright! Nice hit, Satoko. I knew you could do it.
Oh, exactly as planned.
Okay, the score's now 3-1. It's a disadvantage, of course, but it's a huge step up from the psychological pressure of having 0 points. How exquisite! Hold on, Tomitake-kun. Don't worry about fetching the ball. Go get the camera out of my bag. I looked on, feeling sorry for him being unreasonably ordered around, but Tomitake-kun responded, "Yes, sir," with a twinkle in his eye, then charged toward the third base bench. Hey, Coach, Tomitake-kun. We all came here to play baseball, right? Ting. Maybe Rena was still upset about giving up a hit and it was dragging her down, but she hit the ball off center and it resulted in an infield pop fly. And then for Satoko's second at bat.
I got careless, Satoko-chan. But how's it gonna go next time?
Then Rena put all her strength into her arm as she raised it, and with the full force of her body, swung her arm through the air. It was the fastest pitch I'd ever seen, heading towards Satoko's inside corner. However,
if it's just fast, I can handle that no problem.
Crack. Whoa! Incredible, Satoko! 2 homers in a row!
The difference in arm strength can be covered by getting a good read on the pitch.
Had a girl, Satoko. She must have known that Rena was frustrated by Satoko pointing out her slider quirk and giving up a hit, and predicted that she'd come in with a fastball this time. Oh, marvelous, simply marvelous, Satoko-chan! Please, join us on the Hinamizawa Fighters. You can be batter number 4 starting in our very next game.
Master?
Uh-huh? Oh, please excuse me, Rena-san. The competition here is ruthless, so please get fired up and give it everything you've got.
Yes, master.
Okay, the score's now 3-2. I should follow Satoko's lead and help out too. Hey, Kameda-kun? Mion called out to Kameda-kun, whose pride and self-confidence were now completely shattered, and was now in a completely dazed, burned-out state. And then she whispered something or other into his ear. Really? If that's true, you're my angel! Yeah, but I'd rather you not call me my angel, though. Anyway, it's a promise. So cheer up, get out there, and give it everything you've got. Yeah! I can do it. I'm gonna do it! I'm about to turn this into a bloodbath! I'll cut down any person that crosses my path. Any demon, too. The fate of the Empire depends on this match! What, did she promise him sweets or something? After hearing that, the emaciation Kameda-kun had been feeling a moment ago disappeared, and he stepped up to the mound with an aura of intense flames emanating from his back. Then he turned toward Rena, who was smiling calmly in the batter's box. He carefully dusted his hands with the non-slip powder, then tightened his grip on the ball.
What's this? What happened to you underdogs? But even if you're suddenly full of energy, that won't change the outcome here, you know?
Sorry, miss. The man I was a moment ago just died. And now I stand here reborn as new Kameda! Completely different from who I was before! Then new Kameda-kun Keiichi, get it right, raised his leg up to the sky in a throwing form like he was thrusting it up toward the heavens, and stepped forward with tremendous vigor, throwing a fastball with all his weight and all his spirit behind it. Ugh! Here is my soul! Eat this! The force of the pitch was so strong that not even Rena could hit it back, but she swung the bat with all her might. She weakly batted it back, and the ball rolled through the infield before coming to a stop. Hey, Mion, just what did you tell Kameda-kun? Nothing much. I just offered him a deal, that at the next dessert fest he could have one item from the special menu for every ball he manages to deny Rena. Oh, based. But wow, was that effective. I see. That's Mion for you. Nice strategy. Dots. And so the desperate struggle between Rena and Satoko continued, with the score still 3-2. And then for Rena's final at-bat. Crack! It had been a while since we heard the pleasant sound of a Rena-batted ball echoing all around, but the hit was just slightly off, and it plopped down just shy of the home run zone. So in the end, Rena scored 3 home runs. Considering she was going head-to-head with a Koshien Class Ace pitcher, it was truly an accomplishment.
Which means if Satoko can hit a home run in her next at-bat, we'll be going into extra innings.
Yay, let's make this even longer. Why not?
You can do it, Satoko. Satoko?
Noticing Satoko grimacing in pain, we all rushed over. Satoko, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I made a bit of a blunder.
Satoko bitterly smiled and held out her right hand for us to see. Looking closely, the nail of her index finger was stained reddish black, like it was bleeding internally. Oh, lovely. Satoko, you're hurt! Oh no, this is awful. Coach, come over here a sec. Coach was in the middle of wiping the dirt off the home plate when Mion called out to him in a panic. We're still in the game, why wipe it now? He recognized the situation, immediately rushed over with a first aid kit, sat Satoko down on a bench, and began administering treatment. The ball must have struck your finger when you hit that foul tip earlier. We need to get you to the clinic right away. We can take my car.
I'm alright. This is no big deal.
Satoko stout-heartedly clutched the bat and tried heading out toward the batter's box. But before she could, Rika-chan cut in front of her and held out a hand to stop her.
Satoko, you did a great job. That's enough. You don't need to keep going.
I feel like I know what they're gonna do now. this is somehow the most competent original stuff they've had in this arc so far, if they go the way that I'm expecting.
That won't do. If we don't win this game, Rena-san will be stuck this way forever, you know? We have to do this. No, I have to do this.
Satoko-chan, that's enough. I admit defeat. I'll give this magatama back to all of you. I knew it, yep. I was just trying to have fun. I'm sorry for getting you all involved in this foolish game.
Foolish game? Coach, Rena-san is taking this game very seriously. That's disrespectful to her. At the very least, she wouldn't feel that way about it.
Satoko glared back at Coach, admonishing him for what he'd carelessly said. Satoko.
To be honest, I felt at first I felt that the way Rena-san was acting was foolish, so I poked fun at her. But somewhere along the way, I sort of became impressed. Even if it's due to the effect of the magatama, seeing Rena-san get so serious for the sake of someone she loves is actually quite amazing.
I mean, I guess they proved that by now, but they said it too early.
So I thought it would be disrespectful not to comfort Rena-san's passionate thoughts head on.
Come to think of it, when Satoko first took over for me, she was trying to upset Rena with bluffing and psychological attacks. But somewhere along the way, she began competing in earnest, without resorting to underhanded tactics. Maybe confronting her directly allowed Satoko to feel the strength of Rena's heart more than anyone else. I know the basic rules of baseball since we've done it as a club activity, but there's no way I'd have the strength to compete with a pitcher that's famous even at the Koshien level. And yet, thanks to that magatama of Fururazu and her love for Coach, she even studied magic pitches and caught up to Kamada-kun's skill level, all to ensure victory for Coach.
Meep. Rena has surprisingly terrifying latent abilities. This incident has proven beyond a doubt that Rena is incredible.
Yeah, this old man thinks she's pretty good. She's more than pretty good. Even without magatama of Fururazu, you missed a word there, Rena still has the ability to compete at Koshien. That's not what I meant. I was just thinking, well, they're trying to match her taste to the one she... Okay, we're saying this again. We're doing the pulling people into your own world thing again. Whatever. It fits here. It's just I'm not reading the whole spiel again. Okay. I think we're past it. After saying that, Rika-chan turned back toward Rena on the pitcher's mound. Rena had been serving as both the batter and the pitcher, so as you'd expect, she looked rather tired, but her eyes alone still had power to them, overflowing with fighting spirit to seize victory.
Keiichi, we all know now how good a person Rena really is. So, let's end this farce.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of love she'll have or what kind of person she'll marry. It's the same thing again, whatever. I don't even know if this is the same thing, but they're just reiterating it. Alright, Kei-chan, we're entrusting everything to you. So you better live up to our expectations. Yeah. Alright, Satoko, swap me in. It was my role in the first place. So I'll be sure to honor the thoughts you put into it.
Keiichi-san.
Satoko stared hard at me for a while, like she was trying to gauge my true intentions. And then...
Alright, Keiichi-san. Please go right ahead. At least use your last at-bat to even the score and drive this into extra innings.
Yeah! Leave it to me! I grabbed the bat from Satoko, then walked over to the batter's box. Then I turned toward Rena, who was drenched in sweat and panting heavily. But I put grip into my... What the fuck is wrong with me? And I put strength into my grip as I donned a batting stance. Alright, Rena! For better or worse, this is our final at-bat! Fastball, curveball, give me anything you got!
So you're the last hitter after all, Keiichi-kun. It was annoying that things didn't play out quite the way I expected. expected, but it was a lot of fun. So here it is, the final pitch. No more cheap tricks. This is a head-on contest.
Yeah. All right, bring it on! Yeah, I don't think the choices from earlier mattered. Rena put every ounce of strength in her body into a fastball. And I responded with a full force swing with all my might. Then the ball coasted somewhere deep beyond the outfield. And so, the final score in this home run derby is 3-3, a draw. However, Ryugu-san agreed to concede, so the club team claims victory. Okay, I guess that makes sense. All right! In contrast to our triumphant victory shout, Rena dejectedly hung her head. The last pitch Rena threw to me literally had all of Rena's strength poured into a single throw. After she finished the pitch, she knelt down on the mound like she had no strength left in her. Nevertheless, she still tried to stand back up like she wanted to continue the fight, but Rena couldn't bear to see it, so we gave Rena a final order from her master telling her to give up.
He lost.
No, we may have lost the match, but Rena-san, you put up a wonderful fight all on your own. If the other team had to fight under the same conditions, we would have won by a landslide. No, in this case, winning or losing doesn't matter. It was a truly wonderful contest, and for me it was the most rewarding experience ever. It's a shame to lose such a precious maid, but this only strengthens my ambition to make the maidification project a reality. Ryugu-san, thank you for this lovely dream.
Okay. We won the game, but I feel like we've lost something else.
We'll chalk it up to Rena being amazing. Alright, so, same deal, right? Oh, yes, I promised to give back this key ring, didn't I? Whoops! Nope, same deal. Sorry! When Coach plucked the magatama from his uniform pocket, his fingers slipped and flung it away. And why did it have to come flying toward me the exact moment my mouth was wide open? Alright, same fucking shit. Great. This was a good bit before, but seeing it a second time, it's just whatever. Okay, and I'm guessing the last chapter is just gonna be fucking identical, right? Probably. Yeah, it's the same thing. Just with a few different words. I mean, if it's the same thing, I may just hold down control. What is this fucking music choice? Yeah, same thing. Okay, yeah, they're having this conversation. Yeah, the PC version's definitely better. Like, way better. It's the same message, but whatever. Skipping. How many times are you gonna ring bells? Hey. Well, what the fuck? Oh. She didn't have sprites last time, right? I was just like, what, is something different happening after all? Okay, this is probably different.
Me, did you hear that, Sataka?
Oh no, this is the same. Oh no, yeah, this is the same thing because it was Rika and Hanyu talking about it. Great bet, guys. Half-baked ending? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean, or so it seemed? Oh, right, this bullshit. At least Irie's not still here. Hey, wait. No, wait. No, yeah, yes. Right, because this is still technically the day after. Is it over? Yeah, why are there credits? It's unskippable. Alright, whatever. Yeah, that was a fucking arc, wasn't it? Oh, right, don't we have that all-cast review session, too? I forgot I have more to read. Shit. Ah! Hopefully this doesn't unlock anything additional, too. Oh god, the next episode's probably gonna be pure ass, isn't it? Oh no. I forgot what the next arc is. I'm terrified for what's gonna fucking happen in it. The name just keeps on scaring me. I honestly hope that by the name Punishment Loving, it goes the way of gore rather than the other way. But it's a fucking spin-off arc, so it's probably not gonna be. Whatever. Why do I have to sit through these credits that I can't fucking read? Ah! You motherfucker! Whatever. So yeah, this was infinitely worse than the PC version, and the PC version was already pretty damn mid. So if we were to put all these arcs in comparison to the other, 8, or I guess 9, PC Hirukowashi would be 10th place, and console Hirukowashi is 11th place, but considerably lower than it. Because I don't think, PC Hirukowashi was bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't absolutely fucking horrendous, you know? It just wasn't very good either. But this was just infinitely fucking worse. I'm glad they eventually had Irie not be a fucking weirdo about it, but still. What's happening now? There's more? Anyway, a matchmaking magatama, huh? Depending how it's used, that might be able to lead toward world peace. World peace? That seems like a rather large-scale proposal. Just how might you go about that? Here's what you do. Give it to the leaders of 2 countries that are in the middle of some kind of dispute. That way, they'd be able to get along and live happily ever after.
There's no way that would solve all of a country's problems. Even if the higher-ups are able to reconcile, it won't change anything unless the people around them are able to come to an agreement. The 2 of them would just be forced out of their jobs, don't you think? Plus, that magatama only gives you one-sided affection with no consideration for your partner's feelings. I think that's a little different from genuinely liking someone. It's more like dependence or servitude, not a very happy feeling. Ultimately, love is only possible when two people like and understand one another. That's what Rena thinks. Well, in that sense, if national change is too much to ask for, then the same could probably be said for trust between friends. Wait, is this the next day? Because it wasn't the next day imply, like, it was Saturday, so it'd be Sunday. Which means they wouldn't fucking have school? Using some convenient tool to make people like each other without any reason or rationale just sounds too good to be true. In the end, even if it's unrefined, the important thing is developing mutual understanding. Understanding, huh? That's an easy thing to say, but pretty tough to actually do. You might think you're trying to be considerate to someone close to you, but in a lot of cases, they were thinking something completely different. Maybe it's arrogant to be thinking for someone else's sake in the first place. Because when you think like that, you're totally putting yourself on a higher pedestal than the other person. In which case, there are times when it's better to share our true feelings with one another so we can deepen our understanding of each other. This story is very deep, Meep. Uh-huh. Then sis, why don't you share your true feelings with Kei-chan right here and now? You might be surprised how deeply you'll be able to understand one another. Huh? No, well, this and that are,
What is it, Mion? You got something to tell me? Go ahead and say it. There's no way I can say that! Hey, Rena, why did Mion just beat me and then storm out? Right, maybe this is another thing I should be asking the person in question directly.
I wonder. Rena doesn't know. Unbelievable. Are they both equally clueless? The road ahead is going to be full of difficulties. Although, perhaps expecting Keiichi-san to be more understanding on this matter is too much to ask for. That is the cliche for a Galgay protagonist, Nipa.
Which is not what he is, but whatever. Is it over? Are we done? Please! Put me on the title screen! Oh, thank fuck. It literally just reset to the title screen. It restarted the game, basically. Alright, so that didn't unlock anything. We just have, the Outcast review session. Don't be fucking long.
Excellent work on Higurashi When They Cry, Ray. Ba-bum puff!
Ever since Kai started, we've had this series of massive stories. Little scenarios like this one are fine once in a while, too. But wait, even a little knowledge can be dangerous, right? Wasn't the first chapter, Psycho Roshi, pretty heavy on the thematic side? So this isn't just for Hirukowashi, okay. It was. Haven't we often given up on certain sacrifices and blamed it all on the dice of fate? Not being able to blame it on anyone seems a very painful choice. I didn't really understand it, but I had no idea such a mean story would follow right after the grand finale in Matsuri Bayashi. I went through a lot of bad things in that story. Meep. Oh, hi, Hanyu. I was happy I got to make so many appearances. Ow, ow. Really? But if I put myself in the main character's shoes, it would really stink. If it were me, I think I'd have been worrying so much the time limit to go back to our original world would have run out. Huh? Why worry? That world was in a nightmare, right? Didn't Hanyu say that world was a dream at the end? You just have to do your best to wake up from it. No, sis. I thought that after she chose her original world, it would have been too much for her to think about the world she didn't choose, which is why Hanyu told her it was a dream. I think it was so she could sever any lingering attachments to it. In the story, I said a few things about having regrets for the choices you don't pick. I think that either world would have been the real one, depending on what Rika chose. If she'd chosen the other one, maybe her original world would have been the dream. It might have all been a hallucination I saw when Satoko hit me with the ball and knocked me out. The scenario wanted Rika-chan to make a choice, so it made things tough for her. But after all that, maybe a coin flip would have been easier for her to handle.
Like I said during the story, I think that would have meant running away from the choice. Whatever choice you make, if you made it yourself, you can be okay with it. But if you don't make the choice yourself, you'd have a reason to keep complaining forever. Yeah, you have a choice to make before you even make the choice, whether to choose or not.
With some choices, there's just no way to pick one option. That was probably the theme of Psycho-Roshi, the stress that can cause.
That was really a cruel tale. It made me out to be a cold person, and Rika hit me with a chair. It added insult to injury.
That doesn't matter. This old man barely had any scenes. Technically, you weren't in it at all. But I guess it's okay. I had a huge role during Matsuri Bayashi to make up for it. True.
I showed up a lot in both of them, so I'm nice and full. Ow, ow, ow. You appeared pretty often in Ray. You didn't first show up until later, though, so perhaps it was alright. Come to think of it, Hirukowashi was all about me, and the story was a tiny bit lovey-dovey. Huh?
Yeah. Actually, the way your cute mode sends you on a rampage reminded me of how I saw you way back at the beginning of Higurashi. It is... I guess? This is just my impression after reading the story, but... Sis, you have to start pulling it together a little more, or she'll outdo you. Renaissance is way more aggressive than we thought.
Me...
Wait, why is everyone taking pity on me? Huh? Why? Why?
Not telling. Anyway, Hirukowashi was a story based on motifs from the Higurashi Daybreak world, the fighting action game released by Twilight Frontier. If you're interested after having read Hirukowashi, please go give that game a try.
Probably won't ever, but who knows. Which tag team will get their hands on the love-creating magatama of Fururazu? That's the plot of the game? Okay. Aside from me and Rena being on one team, there are plenty of storylines to experience, so give it a look. Shameless plug. What the... People have been saying shameless plug since, what, 2009? If not earlier? That's insane. I know this is like an adaptation of it. Ray actually was never translated into English until recently, right? So no, that's newer, right? I don't know, whatever.
Hey, Shion-san? Come to think of it, Hirukowashi had a different BGM than usual, didn't it? Good on you for keeping an ear out, Satoko.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You're right. In Hirukowashi, in order to give it more of a Daybreak feel, we borrowed several pieces actually used in Daybreak, composed by Twilight Frontier's composer Yutu-san.
Yutu?
With different music than usual, our normal escapades felt very different too.
That's not the same U2, right? That doesn't make any fucking sense. They're a rock band.
Of course. This is a sound novel, so the sound is important. The word sound takes up an entire half of the term sound novel, after all.
No shit. Yeah. Music has immeasurable effects and can make scenes much more exciting. True. Thank you so much to all the composers who contributed to Higurashi. If you can, we would very much like your help again on Umineko. Nice. Oh-ho-ho! I've seen that name crop up on the blog on the Circle's homepage. Umineko When They Cry, right? The naming feels like a meme now, but that's really the new game coming out, isn't it?
Well, the name is still provisional, but in Ryukishio 7-san's words, it's set in stone tentatively.
And it stayed, so.
A lot of Higurashi sounds were used all through Higurashi. So with Umineko, does that mean a lot of seagulls will be crying?
Yeah! They did!
What sound did seagulls make again? Squawk, squawk? It'll apparently take place on an island. And with the words island and ocean in mind, seagulls come up as a natural animal you'd hear making noise in the background.
What? They decided the title based on something so minor? Fair point, actually. Same thing happens here, though, to be fair. It's metaphorical for, like, kind of like and then they were none. Then there were none type deal. Because it's like, you know, title refers to after the tragedy, I guess. Anyway, wouldn't it be more difficult if you didn't even have a temporary title? True. You have to put together stuff like this beforehand or you'll be in trouble later.
He says it's only a tentative title, and if he comes up with something way cooler, he'll change it. Though I think it's probably already settled. I wonder what that story will be about. It has the same When They Cry in the title, after all. I wonder if there will be more strange crimes with people dying.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. And I don't know who's gonna be the main character, but they'll have it rough. In any case, if you had to choose a main character from this circle, you might want to give it some serious thought first.
He said something about it inheriting the blood of Higurashi when they cry, but still wanting to aim for a different kind of world. I don't really understand what he's talking about. Ryukishi 07-san said he'd start working on the plot for real after making the master copy of Rei. I bet he's gotten all sorts of unpublished writings together already.
The fact that he wrote this too.
Look forward to Summer Comiket 2007, Nippon.
Oh no, not 2009 to 2006 even? Shameless plug?
Well, this was certainly one high and mighty next episode preview. Judging by how there aren't even any screenshots of it yet, he must have meant it when he said he'd start working on it for real after finishing Rei.
He broke the fourth wall there.
Now. Next year's Summer Comiket is still 8 months away. We just have to relax and wait.
Please keep checking the Circle's development blog for progress. That does it for our PR announcements. They're still talking now.
How did you like Higurashi When They Cry, Rei? We hope you enjoyed it. This volume was called Rei, meaning gratitude, because we wanted to thank all of those who enjoyed Higurashi and supported us. If you've enjoyed it, then we couldn't possibly be happier.
Right when we thought we wouldn't be showing up anymore after Matsuri Bayashi, too. We had a ton of fun appearing again like this. Our Higurashi world antics are still a blast. Yeah, maybe Higurashi's most interesting facet was having all kinds of stories. Happy ones, angry ones, sad ones, and fun ones. And Psycho-Roshi and Hirukowashi both fit right in. I had a lot of fun appearing in all sorts of different ways.
I still haven't shown up enough. Is this the last time we'll be appearing? Ow. Ryukishi 07 was thinking he wouldn't write any more Higurashi from now on, but he had a lot of fun writing these stories, so he might have changed his mind a little. He said he'd still like to write a few more things if he has time. Oh, and that is how it should be. I want him to write a lot more about how amazing I am. Our appearances, or rather, Higurashi When They Cry, isn't over yet. Yep, there's no such thing as an ending. We're still living, and we'll have all kinds of experiences after this, and have many more chapters.
Yeah, as long as we're in Hinamizawa, there's no way weird stuff won't happen. That goes for more than just our club activities. There might be more horrific tragedies, too.
I'd very much like you to be in those tragedies, sis.
Wow.
But I want it to be a romance with Satoshi-kun. That's right, we still haven't had a story where Nini comes back.
You're right. I'd like it if there was a story where I had something real to do. Hi. Oh god, everyone's here. That's right. I want to show up doing a lot more cool things too, and not hitting on minors. What about a Jiro Tomitake Stormcloud chapter? Wouldn't a story depicting our adult relationship be a little too stimulating for all the good boys and girls? How about we bring them a story about my splendid younger years to set an example for the youngsters? Unironically, Ooishi crime drama spin-off would go kinda hard. I'd be interested in your days as a kid, Ooishi-san. And I'd like to see a story about my own mahjong days. Christ. Sheesh. It's all over the moment you start rambling on about your younger days. I don't care about my days as a greenhorn. I want to be the main character and have a major role. Don't you? You jest. Flashy roles? No thank you. What about you, Chie-sensei? You're young, so I'm sure you want a more important role. And then Akane didn't show up again until that one episode of Nekodamashi. Cool. If someone gave me the chance, maybe I would, but if I was the protagonist, well, I think they'd have to change the title. Is that a fucking joke onto her, the inspiration for her? Whatever. What about you, Irie-sensei? Would you like to be the one? Be one? Who, me? Well, of course, if someone called on me to do it, I'd take on the role. Everyone born into this world wants to be a main character at least once. What about you, Okanogi-san? You were very powerful, so I'm sure you want to be in the spotlight, so that's the punchline? I'm fine with my role as a villain. If I had the chance, I'd like to make even more mess of a mess of things. Oh god, me too. I'm fine being a villain, but I just want to show up again. It's only because we're such great villains that the main characters look so good. I've had enough of being the villain. A good guy role would be nice for next time. True! I know it was just an act, but bullying little girls doesn't suit me. God, the foreshadowing fucking... Wow, over 10 years in advance? Right, Satoko? I hope we're good pals in the next story.
Being on good terms with you, Teppei-san, would make the story a bit embarrassing for me.
Great.
Even them getting along in just the after party feels very, very odd. Ow, but everyone here got to put on a performance together, so it was really fun. I hope we all have the chance to perform again together.
Oh, don't worry, we have a lot more arcs to go through, and some of them are gonna be hell on earth. Of course we will. If we all wish for it, we're sure to meet again. After all, the main story is already over, and in extra stories, anything goes. Sadly, I can't wait to see what kind of nonsensical stories will be called in for next time. Cuckoo. And maybe 7th expansion will finally break into adult stories? Gross line to put in there.
But if Satoshi-kun really insisted, I might not be able to refuse. Satoshi-kun!
I'd like a story that both adults and children can enjoy.
That's right. Shion-san should keep her unclean stories with Nini inside her head. Meep. If it's okay to dream, then I would like a very charming little story where I've grown up and have a nice body.
Great, good for you, whatever.
Ow. I want a story where everyone respects me more. I'm a god! You should all be worshipping me! Nobody's had enough yet. I feel like we'll have to meet again together in a new story. We're really grateful to everyone for continuing to follow Higurashi When They Cry up until today. On behalf of all the characters appearing in Higurashi, we'd like to extend our thanks. The only reason we made it to this point was because of how much you all supported us. Thank you so much.
We're looking forward to meeting again in some odd and special stories. Are you ready, everyone? 1, 2... That's not even a CG, you just put everyone on screen. Great. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Let's meet again. I mean, that's cute and all, but considering that I'm scared about the next arc, this feels bittersweet. Let's meet in a different arc, you know, one that's hopefully not gonna be fucking stupid. Oh, staff room. There's more! Enjoyed Higurashi Ray's after party. Where's the staff room? Do I have to reload the extra menu? No, what? Where is it? No, whatever. Whatever, I'm gonna end the episode here because I'm tired of reading. Alright, so That's Hirukowashi console version and the all-cast review. Next episode, we'll do Ooishi. I hope it's not too long, because Christ almighty, that title is petrifying. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button, and if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye! Yeah.